Let's fucking go.
The boys are buzzing.
Dude, the boys are buzzing, dude. I've heard that from you a couple times. First of all, welcome to Yahmsayin, another episode with your boy. We got another guest, and also back to back. My first guest was Matt Kobos from Colorado.
Yeah.
And now you're not from Colorado, but you just moved here
but
from
I've been
Colorado.
a Denver
right?
guy for 4 years, dude.
Is that what happened?
Yeah, I mean, you're not going to hear too many dudes as Kobos, but you are I'm going to say it quite a bit because I hang out with them too much.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
Shout out to Kobos, dude. Yeah, because you were so super funny, dude. Alec Flynn, what do you go by?
I don't know, dude. It's kind of weird that ever since I got into like comedy, people call me by my first name, whereas like my entire life leading up to an actual,
just been Flynn.
It's just been Flynn, Flinny.
Dude, I'm Turner.
Flynn, you know,
that's funny.
yeah,
most people know me as Turner, and now people are like, "Is it Michael or Mike?" And I'm like, "I don't know. What the fuck do you mean?"
Like, I don't know. I thought we were cool.
Yeah, it's like what? I don't know. Just call me Turner.
Just yeah, exactly.
So, yeah, but either way.
Before we get into it,
Yeah.
I haven't saying I've been watching rewatching the Oasis documentary.
Supersonic,
Dude.
yeah, it rips.
You know how you got your hit in the head in Colorado?
Yeah,
Like, think about it.
beer poured on my head.
Well,
yeah.
still. I mean, now we just got to get you another. Because think like Liam Gallagher wasn't Liam Gallagher until he took a hammer to the head.
No, that's true. Yeah, by his father, right?
No, it wasn't his father.
What
No,
happened?
He was like, I was outside smoking, having a couple fags, and cigarettes. And he goes, and some mate from I was maybe.
We've
talking
already
shit.
dropped an F-bomb.
Yeah, we've already
just two honkies pulling up, dude, dropping F-bombs within the first 5.
Yeah, I mean, but I'm trying to be.
We're cultural. We're cultural here.
Cultural context.
Yeah, dude, I'm not editing it out, dude. They call them fags over there, okay?
They do.
Smoking heaters is what we call them here. Figure it out, dude.
Exactly. We're cultured people.
Yeah.
But anyway, a guy just went up to him, like, just knocked him in the head with a hammer, and then he kept going, like, ever since then, I'd go to the doll, get my money. I'd go down to the record store, get a record, and I'd listen to the music. Never had any much meaning to me until then.
Dude, I think that maybe this beer poured on my head is it's my shining moment. It adds clarity to my life. Ever since then, I've been locked in.
Yeah, you're right.
I'll tell you that right now. I've been like, I watched the Tom Petty documentary this week also.
Did he
and I'm like,
did he have a head injury?
Is this me? Am I Tom?
Am I Tom Petty?
You ever watch a doc and you're like, dude, is this guy speaking my soul?
Dude, every time it's like Tom Petty, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Like,
Schwarzenegger. I was like, dude, I get it, dude.
Oh my god.
Dude, my favorite
This is
thing is
me.
I read Abraham Lincoln's
Autobiography.
you know what I'm talking about, Team of Rivals. Dude, I was like 7 chapters in. I was like, dude, this is me, dude.
This is me.
I crush fucking campfire discussions, dude. I have a lot of hats.
Yeah.
I can't do the facial hair like him, but like I'm Abe Lincoln. So I feel that.
You read stuff like that and you're like, you take out a piece of paper, it's like, okay, comedian, politician. Like what humanitarian? Where can I go from here?
Yeah.
You're like,
Step up.
this can't be my only stage.
Be more. I mean, Arnold Schwarzenegger, there's a 3-part doc because he was 3 men. He was a
3
bodybuilder, he was an actor, and then he was like, fuck it, dude, I'm the governor.
Dude, how about in the doc when he had the cigar hut?
Oh, yeah.
How fucking hilarious.
Oh, in the middle of
the cigar hut in the middle of the state legislature.
Yeah, wherever in Sacramento.
And he'd be like, it worked too because people come in and talk to me, but also people knew if they weren't invited to the cigar lounge.
Oh, yeah, it would set a lot. Dude, also, what a crazy move. He also just did that. I like how he was like, I'm trying to be a man of the people. It's like, dude, you're trying to smoke cigars at work.
Yeah, that's exactly.
That's what you're doing, dude. And nobody's going to tell you can't, dude. You're the Terminator, bro. You just made a racer like 4 years earlier. I'm like, let's go, dude. Oh, my
legend,
God.
dude.
I know. Don't truly lie about this, Arnold.
I've been listening to a lot of Oasis again.
So this is also another connection. Yeah, so because right here, you see this?
Whoa, you got Bonehead, Noel.
Yep.
There's Liam on
the whole
left of
squad.
Noel.
So that's Liam, right there.
Oh, dude, you know what
I don't know what this is like this is
a late
not,
album.
That's like a late album, right? Yeah, this is the cocaine stuff.
That's their last album.
Yeah.
Because I mean
they hated each other at this point.
Yeah, the true heyday was, of course, it's definitely Maybe and Morning Glory.
Yeah.
I mean, because you can go
Be
back.
Here Now it's got some stuff, but it's just a mess.
Yeah, it's all over
7
the place.
minutes.
And I think also in the documentary I learned, like, Liam was also getting upset because Noel started singing the songs
Sure.
And because, like, you know, Liam would go out, have like a billion cigs, and then I can't fucking sing. Sorry about that.
Yeah, and he's got a good voice.
He's got a good voice.
Liam is a rock and roll voice, though, more so for me. I think Liam's, like, to me, one of the last pure rock and roll dudes, at least. Yeah. I'm sure there's people that I don't know about.
The true front man.
He's a true front man.
Because, like,
dude, nobody's upset he just has a tambourine. That's the true. It's like, fucking, that's dope that you even have a tambourine.
Exactly. He's like, I don't sing. I don't even write the song.
No.
And
he never claims to. He's literally like, I don't fucking write shit.
Yeah.
He writes it all. But I'm the man. We watch Supersonic a lot. So my roommate here that I live with is Chappelle Lacey, who is easily the number one Oasis fan that I'm aware of. And it's funny because he like got obsessed with them later. I was obsessed with them when like 90s. I guess it would have been 95. I would have had that album as like a 9-year-old, and I didn't know what was going on. You just get an album and you become obsessed with it.
That's
back then.
An incredible album.
Yeah,
to get,
so
that's a CD.
It was Morning Glory. Yeah, it was, and I was just like obsessed with it. I didn't know anything about like you know pop music. I definitely like Boys to Men back then and shit like that, but I didn't like. There wasn't any rock and roll that I was really listening to. I never did the Nirvana thing. Because he had probably killed himself by then, but also, like, 92, 93. I was, like, 6, 7 years old. I'm not getting into that.
Really.
That's too much. The older kids, though, like, my brother's 2 years older than me, that he was more into that. But once I got hit with Oasis, I was like, this is it. So, because you probably got him a little later in life. When did you get into it?
I think college easily. Because I think you stumble upon, like, everybody knows Wonderwall.
Yeah.
But then when, like, you start to get into, like, I think Don't Look Back in Anger, I re-listened to that a bunch of times, and I'm like, oh, shit, this is still a bang. And then I'm like,
amazing song.
And then you go back through the albums, and then you go through, dude, and then, like, I think definitely maybe the entire album is just better than Morning Glory.
Perfect.
It's like, it's perfect. Dude,
no, that's a better album.
Dude, the best part about that band was, like, they were so rock and roll where they had their fucking bassist had a mental breakdown, and in the documentary, they're just like, what the fuck? What the fuck you fucking man up?
That's right.
And show up, and this guy's like, he had a psychotic break, and they're just like, yeah, the show fucking goes on. What, we're not going to play Main Road?
Dude, how about that documentary too? At the end, that's like one of the biggest concerts in the history of music, right?
I think it's
like up there. I think Garth Brooks had a bigger one in New York at some point.
I mean,
in the 90s.
Garth, of course.
Shout out to Garth.
Shout out to Garth.
Just peak Garth, dude.
Peak.
But like, yeah, it's people. It's funny getting arguments about it. Like, I just recently got into it's never an argument, but I'm always defending Oasis.
Why? Who's
people don't know because
they only know Wonderwall.
I was like, oh, you like a one-hit wonder band? It's like, no, dude, dive in, like, because it's the Definitely Maybe album is awesome.
So
and
good.
then the crazy thing about the Definitely Maybe album is it doesn't have Wonderwall or Don't Look Back in Anger, right? Those aren't the ones, but you have Supersonic on there. It just starts ripping from the top.
Do you ever play Rock and Roll Star when you're on your way to a show and just get jacked up, dude?
Chappelle loves Rock and Roll Star.
Dude.
Yeah.
I go like, I live my life in the city. Especially now in LA, I'm like,
well, now I like Columbia.
Oh,
Columbia.
It's more of like a it could be a club hit if it wanted to be, dude.
Columbia goes so hard, but it's also like really, I think it's a dope song about what we try to do. Like, dude, you've probably had a really cool like last 3 months. So one thing you guys might not know, you might have seen Al's face recently, but you had a poppin' ass YouTube video for the Don't Tell comedy sets.
Yeah,
and it went hard. And then you had a couple. You had like 3-4 clips go pretty hard, right?
Yeah, there's all the clips from the set, so pretty much I'm just riding the momentum off this video, dude.
But they were good. It was a fucking killer set. Those things are tough sometimes. Like you're supposed to do 10 to 12, but like to get a perfect 10 to 12, it was nice. It was crisp. You hit it all. Yeah. It was nice. Good. Congratulations.
Thank you, man. I appreciate
well-deserved shit. But also like Columbia is like, he's talking about like I don't know this feeling.
I don't know this.
It's a dope ass song because it's a lot about like tell you the way I feel because the way I feel is oh so real. Yeah, and then he's like, it's like I've also never felt like this before. This is something I'm experiencing for my first time.
Yeah,
it's like this climb up. I think the comedy. I'm 11 years in, and like there's been a lot of different times when I don't know.
Yeah. and you're heating up now, and you're like, oh, this is very cool.
Or even when I was like popping in like Phoenix, you're like on a smaller scale, it's like this is dope. People notice who I am. The first time somebody notices who you are, I was at a Chili's, walking out of a Chili's in Flagstaff, Arizona, with my mother and like some family.
I mean, you're like, I go to that. I mean, it was only a matter of time before someone recognized me.
I'm so happy that it was a Chili's.
I'm so happy it was.
I'd be ashamed if I was at an Applebee's, dude. So they were like, "Bro, you're Michael Turner." I was like, "Fucking A, I am, dude. I just crushed like some Southwest egg rolls. What's up with you?" and right in front of my mom, and I was like, "This is so dope." In my mind, internally, I was like, "This is so dope." And then we walk out. My mom's like, "Why don't you turn the fucking car on? It's cold as shit." She didn't even care. She was like, she's always bringing me back down, which I love about her.
What are you doing? Some sort of sex stuff on the internet?
Exactly. What the hell is he talking about? Because at the end of the day, you're always gonna be their son.
Yeah.
But yeah, like getting recognized and shit like that, like those are moments where you're like, this is so cool to me. Cool Columbia is one of my favorite songs because like it talks about that. It talks about this experience of like hitting these different levels and not knowing. But that whole album, dude.
I mean, it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
I mean, and then you go into like I want to talk like in the documentary, it was like he ran away. It was almost the end of the band when they first went to America. Yeah. And they writes Talk Tonight, and then. From there, I was also listening to like so deep that song fucking like as he chased the sun.
Yeah, and Cast No Shadow.
I'm like, damn, dude.
That's track 11.
That's track 11.
Yeah, that's getting deep, dude.
No.
Dude, I have it's such a weird band too with people like people's familiarity with it. If you're Oasis, if you meet another Oasis fan, you're getting into a level of somebody that is unique, where you immediately know a lot about that person, is what I would say. Like I always call them like litmus tests people. Like litmus test groups are like, I'm a big hip hop guy. If you like Little Brother, the group Little Brother, I don't know if you've ever heard of them.
No, I have literally no idea.
So Little Brother, if you like Little Brother, and I love Little Brother, we're gonna get along on a lot of different things. Does that make sense? Or like, do you know who Danny Brown is?
Yeah.
So he's got a podcast now, but like if you like Danny Brown's music, I always think he's a good litmus test hip hop artist.
How deep you are.
Like if you like Danny Brown, we're gonna probably get along on a lot of different musical conversations.
Right.
And Oasis is like a great litmus test band where you're like, oh, you fucking like Oasis? Let's go, dude. What are we doing?
It's very hard because I feel like most of the time was like when you're like a white dude and you're just like, what kind of music do you listen to? And they go, all kinds.
Yeah.
That pretty much for most white people just means Mumford and Sons.
Dude,
you know what I'm saying?
I had a chick one time that I was super into her, and then we were talking like second date, maybe something like that. I was like, what kind of music do you listen to? She said the radio. I was like, bitch, this ain't gonna work.
The radio?
The radio? What the fuck you talking about the radio? Like,
NPR.
Radiohead? Then we're talking. Then we're having a conversation. Like, no, it's like the radio. Just anything that the DJ plays. So
she's just like, I just listened to the Goo Goo Dolls.
Dude. And also, like, just say that.
Just say
they rip, dude. Goo Goo Dolls is fine. We could at least that's a starting point.
Band, you know?
Yeah.
You can't just be like everything. But I don't know, man. I go between like lately between Oasis right now and between like a lot of Japanese jazz fusion. Dude.
Oh my god!
It's just a lot of
what
like
a left turn,
dude. A lot of geishas just being like driving my car. Ooh, see that? Then like,
really? Is it good?
It's really good. It's really relaxing, dude.
That's insane.
I'll throw it on for you later.
Yeah, let me know, dude.
It's fucking fire.
That's wild.
I'm gonna get you on to Matayoshi Takanaka, dude.
I can't wait. Is that's something?
That's the name. Yeah.
That's wild. I've been doing not jazz. I've been doing like kind of new soul. So I don't know if you know who Pale J is?
No, but is that like kind of the Leon Bridges sort of?
Yeah,
adjacent?
So Leon would be like a good entry point to it, but like the deeper stuff is probably like Pale J is a really good example of somebody. You know what? I don't know a lot of the artists. There's a playlist that actually Kobos just put me onto too, because we were talking about how we like that.
Yeah.
And he was like, bro, if you like this, then do that. And now I'm like deep in it. And it's really good. It's very like melodic. But I mean, people that I like are, I guess you call them like, there's a wave called alternative R&B. I don't know, but like Snow Allegra. I love like SZA. Obviously, is like the most popular form of like the R&B right now. And then there's this level of like the Leon Bridges, and then you can get into like either way. I know Pale J is a perfect example of what I've been bumping lately.
Would you say like Khruangbin? You know Khruangbin?
Why do I? Oh, didn't they do a song with?
Leon Bridges. Yeah, you know, like they're like.
Oh yes, so they're in this.
They're in this genre.
Yes,
dude, I went to their concert in in Denver, and like I took edibles, and like I don't really take edibles, but it's like I took like half of one. And I feel like it's very weird going to a concert with just like another. Like I feel like you need 3 people for a concert.
Oh, just two,
me and my buddy.
You and the homie.
And I was like, hi, and I was exactly. And then I just stood
unless
next
you know
to
some
him.
people you're going to meet there with or something like that.
I mean, it wasn't. Yeah, but like, and of course, like that's the. And it was also like very like, like jazzy,
vibey.
Yeah. And I'm just like having an absolute panic attack, like standing next to my friend, going like, "You having fun?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'm having a blast." I'm like.
I'm stressed.
Me too.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm so great right now, and meanwhile I'm like my knees are just like this. I'm like slouching just because I'm like.
But
dude,
you're standing. You're standing and slouching.
I'm slouching and slapping. I'm like, keep it cool, dude.
That's so funny. I haven't seen. I'd like to see some shit like that live. It is nice. Concerts are better with a chick, especially a vibe like that. Because I've gone with the dude to like a show in Phoenix. I used to go to a couple, but I usually knew people that I would see at the concert. But like a hip hop show, you can go with the homie, and it's like you're just rapping the songs with them.
Right.
But the vibe ones, you're like, you should bring a chick.
I know. I didn't know what I was
thinking. Squad
you
is
need
important.
A squad. I think you need at least 3 for most things.
Yeah.
Most
3's good.
3's perfect.
3's good.
Because you need. I mean, like I'm also a guy where, like. You know, with the boys, like you might like throw some shrapnel at one of your friends a little bit too much, and then you need the other guy to be like either calm down or like no, he does deserve it. Yeah, very good.
That is true. No, 3 is good. That's why the Oasis had what 4, 5. Too many.
5 members. Dude, remember they screamed at they bullied their drummer out of the band very early on.
Very early.
It was like, it got very tense. And it was like they were just bullied this poor guy.
Well, we used to get hammered and just turn on the Supersonic documentary back in Phoenix.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, so my brother's a big Oasis guy. But then I started working with this guy who's now like one of my best friends, also Reddish in Phoenix. Shout out to Reddish. He doesn't listen to the pod. He doesn't support me.
They never do.
They never do. No, but and then I worked with him, and we end up being homies. And then all of a sudden, you're like, "Dude, you like Oasis?" He loves Oasis.
Yeah.
And that's the other thing too is you don't get a lot of people that like are very surface level about Oasis.
You're
very like, "Yo, this is one of the best bands of all time."
The best.
Let's fucking go. They're going to get back together 2024.
They'll never get back together, will
I
they?
I don't know. This is the closest they've been in like 10 years right now.
Bro. I mean, do you think Liam's voice is even like...
He's still doing shit.
Yeah.
He's still singing. I mean, I don't know. I saw him live in 2019, 2018.
Oh, really?
Ripped.
He ripped.
He was in Phoenix, yeah. And also, it wasn't even like... It was pretty packed, but it wasn't sold out. And you're just like, this is wrong. This should be sold out. I should be uncomfortable right now.
Yeah, dude, it's Liam Gallagher and the High Flying Trapeze Men or something.
That's Noel's the high. Noel. I don't know what Liam's is. I don't know what it is, but I mean either way.
Liam and the people who are afraid of him.
He says, and then he's there singing. He sings like 6 new original songs. You're like, what are we doing?
Yeah, you're like. Hey,
well, he put an album out just as Liam Gallagher too, so I don't even think he's got a band anymore. But
he came out with a pair of Adidas Specials.
They're good.
Shoes. They're so sick, but they're fucking. They're $600. I was like, I can't do that.
They probably sold out.
Dude, I'm rocking with. I might get on the Puma gang.
Dude, hey, look, you see that stack?
I saw that stack over there, and I'm thinking to myself,
stack,
I'm like, I could use a couple
I just got
P's.
a shoe rack, dude. It's 100% Puma.
Yeah,
I think some Nike snuck on there because I had some old running shoes, but
I have like no room for anything else. I'm living in pretty much like a shoebox.
Yeah, what's your situation? So you moved you were in the Denver comedy scene, right?
Yeah,
you were in Denver proper.
Yeah,
you started comedy there.
Like started in Boston pretty much, but like I was just in college and
yeah,
I got an apartment my going into my senior year of college.
Where'd you go to school?
I was at St. Anselm in Manchester, New Hampshire.
Hilarious.
Which shout out to St. A's. I'm going back to headline the pub. No, yeah, that too. The headline because I started doing school like pub comedy nights. We had a school pub like in the Northeast.
School pub
in the Northeast
on campus.
Yeah, on campus.
Yeah.
In the Northeast, at a lot of like the Catholic colleges, the priests are like, well, I can't leave to get hammered, so we're making a pub here.
Right.
And it'd be like the whole thing would be like, oh, go have a couple beers with all your classmates, and then you'd sit in there like, what do you serve? And they're like, wine and beer.
I love it.
And I'm like, all right, but we'd do the comedy nights there.
Okay.
And I was like brand new, so like my only joke was like, it was about like I'm really bad eating. It's just about like how I'm bad eating pussy and something like that.
Sure you are.
And then you just see Father O'Malley in the back, like, aha!
Oh my god.
He's just like, very good. It's very creative.
Are you from New Hampshire?
I'm from Boston.
You from Boston?
I'm from Boston, but I mean,
where in Boston? That's my buddy Reddish is from Boston.
Yeah, I'm from like the South Shore area.
Oh,
so.
he's from South Shore area.
Yeah,
you guys would get along.
I bet we.
Or no, first of all, you'd either get along or you'd like want to fight each other within like 20.
I bet we would fight each other and then make
and
out.
then get along. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, dude, you fucking East Coast guy. The Boston people are some of my favorite people. I have really good friends from there, but. Man, you guys.
Well, we're just intense.
Just chill. Yeah, exactly. Just chill.
My entire that's the only way I can describe it to people that didn't grow up. Like most of our families are just intense. Like you just get it at like the dinner table where it's you fuck up like once.
Oh,
and it's like your dad, your mom, your brother and sister are like immediately like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like
very true.
Blew it.
Yeah.
You can't like. There's no room to. There's no air to breathe. Really.
No, that's true.
And you really kind of. That's why I think we're so quick.
Yeah.
Because we're just always like, I mean, and also you grow up in like a locker room in Boston, and then it's just get it like I'm just immediately, hey, someone's ripping on me. I got to start ripping on this guy.
Well, you've got big organized youth sports energy.
Oh yeah, dude.
So you were like you look like your nickname was Two-A-Days at one point or something. Like what? How, were you a 3-sport athlete? What were you doing?
Bro, I played hockey like hardcore.
Was that it? Okay. Did you play anything else or no?
I mean, I played.
You got lacrosse energy.
Yeah, I played lacrosse when I was in middle school.
Okay.
But then I quit because
I can feel the lacrosse.
One day it was just like too wet, and I like scooped up like an entire hunk of the lawn with my ball, and I was like, I'm kind of done with this.
You're done.
Yeah.
Hockey then?
And then hockey, because that was just all we did. I mean, when I was 14, I was selected to the National Development Program.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, not to brag.
That's pretty. That's a nice flex.
Yeah.
I would bring that up all the time.
Yeah. And then I was never selected for anything again.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's what's up. So
the summer of 14, you're like, yes, like I did it. And then you get back for the rest of the summer and you discover alcohol.
Yeah.
And you're like, this is way better.
You start boozing, what, 15 then?
Yeah,
something
14
like that?
around.
Yeah, I think I held off because I was a little scared I would love it too much, which I did.
Yeah.
But I waited. I was like 16 we got after it.
Right.
Yeah.
14 is like, and then I was going to school in the city. And so like we had a lot of like a mix between middle class kids, lower class kids.
We guys would bus them in.
Oh, yeah. Well, like, there's sometimes it'd be the busing. Shout out to the Boston busing.
Yeah.
Actually, don't shout out to that.
No.
That was bad.
Yeah, that's worse than dropping the F word.
That was actually way bad. That was way worse. Don't look that up on YouTube.
Yeah, that's like a crazy thing. They would bus in like inner city. Or like if you were in an affluent area, they would bus in like obviously like black and brown or underprivileged kids to your area to kind of mix and match or what?
Yeah, well, Boston's like...
It actually, in theory, makes...
It's what you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
Like that was like the rule that Kennedy passed, like the law that you had to integrate the schools.
Shout out to JFK.
Yeah. So I mean, they started doing.
Ted. This is Ted Kennedy.
No, this is JFK.
Hell yeah.
So this is when like they started integrating the schools, and like the most famous instances, of course, are at like the colleges down south, where like there's the cops stopping them.
Right.
But in Boston, it was just like I mean, they got on the bus, and then once they got on the bus, big problems.
Yeah.
Big issues. Ass. Yeah, exactly. Because Boston is very segregated, and you have like
I've never heard that.
You've never heard that?
Good Lord. One of the best.
It's very like Roxbury, Dorchester, Mattapan. Like these are all like African American areas. South Boston, Charlestown, and like I'd say like Quincy maybe.
Yeah.
But these are all like in that one square area, and it's so close to each other.
Are those black neighborhoods or those?
Those are white areas.
Those are white areas. Yeah,
white
Charlestown
hardcore like white Irish.
Yeah. That's like Charlestown's like the town.
Yeah, exactly.
That's where that movie's.
I mean, it's just it just breeds like ignorance, and especially what's nice about like being my age and like I know all those guys from like those areas now.
Yeah.
And you know what happens is like they. For the most part, the kids that I knew, they were like, oh, yeah, I'm just going to use, like, my fucking Boston accent to, like, get myself, like, a nice prep school scholarship. And then, like, I knew a bunch of those kids that, like, ended up going to, like, prep schools and then to, like, NESCAC, small Ivies.
Really?
Just because they're like, dude, everyone thinks I'm a fucking retard.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting. I mean, I've never really spent a lot of time in Boston. I always am fascinated with I mean, first of all, you guys make the best movies.
The best.
Good Will Hunting.
Departed.
Good Will Hunting, Departed, The Town. Are you kidding me? Departed and Good Will Hunting are in my top 5.
Dude, I mean, it's that good.
Those are perfect movies.
Frank, would I be any good at what I did?
Oh my God.
If you didn't trust me.
I know what you're on. I know what you're not. You're not a fucking cop.
I know what you are.
Oh my God. What's the matter? You didn't know any Shakespeare? But yeah, either way, I fucking love those movies for sure. But like, it is a fucked up time. I mean, Cincinnati was pretty segregated too. We actually had a race riot in '99 because our cops were shooting more per capita. The cops in Cincinnati shot more black and brown people than any other city.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah, hey, OG.
OG.
We were doing it before it was cool. It was like a big race riot in '99, and then because Cincy's a weird city too, because it was pretty split, like but now it's like gentrification all took over and shit like that. But we were the city. Cincinnati was the city that if you got there, it was the end of the Underground Railroad.
Oh shit!
So that was when you got across the Ohio River. So we have like a lot of museums that are like the African American. It's the Underground Railroad Museum or something like that in downtown Cincinnati. Pretty dope museum.
That's a good museum.
But then you're like, all right, we were actually the pinnacle of freedom for these people. But then also, years go by.
Yeah, it's redlining. It's like bullshit.
We're just bad people.
Yeah, bad people.
Whatever. But that is but Boston is a good spot to definitely like start with humor and shit like that too. You're Irish or no? You're not.
I'm
Flynn?
half and half.
Yeah, so my mother's side is Irish.
I'm half Irish, half Italian.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
that's interesting.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Wow,
dude.
you're fucking Ray Liotta in Goodfellas.
I'm like, my mom's full Italian, my dad's full Irish, so like, and I look just like my mom.
Really?
Oh yeah, this hair.
Got good flow.
This is my mom's hair.
I got good flow, but that's pretty good flow. We got nice flow.
We got some salad over there. Hey, you got any croutons in that kitchen?
Cabeza lechuga.
Cabeza.
Come on now.
My man's been hitting the Duolingo.
Yo, come on, bro. I dated a chick from Mexico City for a little bit. DF. Miguelito Sanchez.
Bro. I was gonna ask you a question. All right, so like, because I think about this all the time, where I'm like, just like where I'm from, there's like a guy, where it's like he's just never left, but he's happy. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
like he's good. Like, what's that guy look like? What's he dressed in? What's he do in Cincinnati?
Oh, in Cincinnati, that's a lot of people. That they're actually. Sometimes I go back and I'm like, dude, they might have had it figured out. I don't know. Like, what is like?
Well, they're happy. It's like, that's what I'm saying. But it's like, what is that guy? I'm just so curious what that guy looks like.
They usually have a pretty. They look weird in button-down khakis, but they wear it to work every day.
Great.
Right when they, you know what I'm saying? Right when they get off, you're talking about a guy that has like 5 to 8 jerseys of the team. Like, he's got 3 Bengals jerseys. He's got a lot of Reds jerseys. might go all the way back to, like, he's got an Eric Davis jersey he only brings out when they're on a 5-game heater. You know what I mean? That type of stuff. So he's got, like, he's got a Reds hat that has seen like 20 losing seasons. Just classic stuff. He rocks that right when he gets home, puts the game on. This is definitely a dude that has a receding hairline.
Nice.
And the belly, it looks like a dude that, he prefers beer.
Like he's got a gut.
But his wife's like, what if you just stop drinking that much beer? Maybe the belly go away. And he says, why don't you shut the fuck up, Susan? You know what I mean?
Says if I stop drinking beer, it's gonna get a lot more violent.
It'll be a lot worse.
It's gonna get
Trust
a lot
me.
worse.
You thinking these right hooks are hitting hard?
I'm doing this for you.
Let me sober this thing up.
Yeah.
No, my homies back there now. They're like, they got the 2 kids. They got the dad belly. They understand what a 401k can do for them. Their relationships based on like beer and fried food.
Right.
But they're happy.
Telling you the good place to go get. Oh man, that's a good pizza.
Oh yeah, dude. Honestly, the reverse happy at Applebee's on Kenwood. That's good.
Deadly.
Right there. That's deadly. Take your girl there for the first date. See what happens. That's how I met the old broad over here. You know?
See what happens. That's a really good phrase. See what happens.
See what happens.
Just find out. See what happens.
Get eyes on it.
Get eyes on it.
But that dude, the Midwest dude, they never left. They have a dog that they have a better relationship than anybody in their family with.
Of course, yes.
They can tell you the deepest part of any lake. You know, they're good people, dude. But they're you know, they're simple. But I always say that, and like, I think it sounds disrespectful, but sometimes I envy this person.
Yeah.
I go back and I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, I'm trying to be somebody, but like, then you go back and you're like, dude, you own property?
Yeah. That's pretty
good for you, dude.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, I used to get mad at that guy because, like, I don't know, like, in Boston, it's like, it's a bunch of guys that look like me.
Yeah.
Like, and, you know, I think I just got mad because I always used to be like, why don't you guys, like, see, like, how, like, different the country is, like, all this different shit we can be doing and trying out. And it's like, oh, dude, it just doesn't work for some people. Or they just say, no, I'm good.
Yeah.
I bet it is nice.
No,
but I don't care.
I don't think they're as happy as they potentially could be, but I do believe that they're happy.
They're happy.
Because they aren't aware of what else it could be, right? It's almost like ignorance is bliss type of perspective. Right. They don't know that you could go somewhere else and challenge yourself in a different way. Whereas I always go, I'm like, damn, if I went back to Cincinnati, I could run shit. Because I did shit in Phoenix where I didn't know anybody there, and I figured it out.
Right.
I'm in L.A. now. I'm doing my thing, right? In Los Angeles, right? This shit is not easy to do.
Yeah. I mean, it's not easy.
It's not easy. It'll fuck you up out here. But, like, going back to Cincy, I think it'd be easy work, but you'd be, I don't know. It's interesting. I always go back, and I love being there for, like, X amount of days, and I love leaving.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
The same way. Like, that guy... So, like, I just wanted to call out, like, this is the caricature of, who's
your guy?
All right, so he's 26 years old. This is just as my...
Is this Boston proper?
This is Boston. So, here's what happened. He went to school around the city. He might have done, like, a Connecticut, maybe a UConn.
Yeah.
Maybe a UMass Amherst.
He got a foot outside.
He got a foot outside,
but
exactly.
It's still the same.
Right. He's like...
He's in New England.
Maybe even UVM. Maybe he went to University of Vermont.
Yeah. That's a nice one. Get some skiing in.
Yeah, exactly. He got some skiing. Hey, he had a weed phase for a little bit.
Dude, Jordan Bloom? You kidding me?
Yeah. So he's 26. All right, he's living in Southie. 3 roommates. All right, this is the thing.
This is current.
Yeah. So because Southie now has become completely gentrified. So like if you get out of college, then you are getting the apartment in Southie.
Yeah.
And like, you know, just pushing over the old man in the tracksuit who's, you know, trying to buy scratchies.
Right. God bless him.
Yeah, God bless. But all right, 26, just like me, he's started doing the keeps.
Yeah.
Because the hair is as well like starting to fall out from like just the constant use of the head. He's a malignant. I don't think I'm using that word correctly, but
he's got a malignant tumor.
No, he's a belligerent sports gambler.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Malignant sports gambler would not be.
No, that doesn't.
Belligerent sports gambler going.
Sometimes I like to just
he's on a heater.
With the words.
Yeah. You ever heard of St. Anna's in New Hampshire?
Yeah, come on.
It's a good education. Shout out to Father O'Malley.
It's a great education.
Yeah, right.
So yeah, he's a fervent sports gambler, and now that's legalized here, so they're always just coming up to you asking like, what do you think? We got this parlay on Japanese, you know, water fishing.
Yeah, I can call him Moneyline Mikey.
Yeah, Moneyline Mikey.
Parlay Pauly? Is that what it is?
Pauly.
Yeah, there it is.
So he does that. He might do like hikes on the. He probably doesn't though. I mean, most of the time it's maybe a volo softball league or a kickball league.
Yeah.
With the friends. A lot of them also still doing hockey. So Tuesday, Wednesday night.
Oh yeah, men's league.
Yeah, men's league hockey.
I love that.
So they're still playing. You know, they'll chirp on their teams messages back and forth at the office like, we're gonna fuck you up on Tuesday, buddy.
They got a group chat going.
They got a group chat, exactly. They call themselves like the Dusty Mufflers or something, like the Moose Knuckles, something gross.
Yeah. Flappy lips.
Flappy lips, right. They've they stay going to bars on 1 street in South Boston. And if you're listening to this, you know what it is. It's Lincoln, Broadway, the Capo Basement, Fat Baby, and that's about it.
Yeah.
And then the night consists of usually just pre-gaming in somebody's place, playing NHL.
Yeah.
Until we decide to then go out. We text multiple people, how's the line at these bars?
Okay.
How's the line? What's the line?
Not the Bruins line.
Not the Bruins. We've
already you're given a goal and a half.
We locked that in the morning.
Yeah, exactly. Before the line moved.
Exactly. Bergeron's on fire. And then we go to the bar. We meet the same 5 girls named Maggie that we've met our entire lives.
Well, Maggie O'Shea.
Maybe you have a really great night and you meet Maggie's friend named Kennedy.
Sure.
Kennedy Murphy probably. She just moved here. She actually went to school in Maine.
Yeah.
So she's visiting for the weekend.
But she'll blow you tonight.
She might.
Yeah.
And that might be a thing. You know what I'm saying? Where does she vacation?
We don't know.
Old Sag Harbor, probably. No, we're great. So, I mean, you never know. I mean, meanwhile, like, all this is happening during the night, and you've had about 14 Bud Lights.
Yeah.
Like, it is like the drinking, it gets dark. It gets to a certain point where then, okay, we're talking to some girls. Maybe I'm going to sing some Our Song by Taylor Swift at the bar. Who knows? I'm going to get after it. Back to the boy.
Van Morrison.
Back to the boy. Yeah. Back to the house. Okay.
Okay.
Plate comes out. What's on the plate?
What?
Blow.
Oh, there we go. Now we're cooking.
Okay. Mind you, it's already 1:30 in the morning. All right. Someone is now starting to play probably either Oasis live or Freddie Mercury at Live Aid.
Ooh, that sounds good.
So
now we're cooking.
Yeah, and we're just talking about who knows what. Like, did you see fucking, Maggie? Like, Maggie was talking over there.
It's like, which Maggie? My Maggie? Your Maggie?
Yeah, exactly. Talking
the one
to
that
Casey.
blew me.
Dude, she's looking good.
Yeah.
She lost that weight. It's
really,
she's wearing it well.
She's slimming down a little bit.
She's wearing it well.
It's like, it's probably
does
all
anybody
want
to get does anybody want to get Magoo's? And then we ask if anyone wants to get Magoo's.
What's Magoo's?
This disgusting half Chinese, half pizza place.
Oh my God, that does sound disgusting.
It's disgusting. Someone drove a car through it 2 months ago. Shout out to Magoo's.
Oh my God. So first of all, this sounds like you if you didn't go into comedy.
No, exactly. This would be my life.
These are close
every
friends
day.
of yours.
These are my boys.
Yeah. That's the funny thing is I described like 4 or 5 of my boys too.
Yeah.
That's what it is, dude. It's just, and I'm in my 30s, so like mine are like a couple of these dudes got fucking children.
Yeah, right.
That's where
you gotta
like, bro,
chill out.
What?
Whereas we
no,
have
these guys should not have children.
No, we have like no worries, but at the same time, I wish we were doing more exciting things sometimes.
They won't. You're gonna continue to do cool shit.
Or sometimes I'm just like, hey, how about we go rock climbing?
No.
And they're like, the fuck did you just say to me?
Right. It's like, oh, that dude that you said goes hiking, but he doesn't go hiking. That's the type of dude that went hiking one time this year, and he's like, "Did I hike?"
Yeah, it's in the Hinge profile
you hiked,
now.
Bro.
Yeah, it's in the Hinge profile.
No, you hiked one time.
Yeah, I went to Blue Hills. It was pretty sick.
Yeah, right. It's like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you hike a lot in Colorado?
No, I didn't do shit.
Oh, I love Colorado.
I mean, I would rock climb. I worked at a rock climbing gym.
Oh, I saw. Yeah, I remember those.
I was
videos.
working at a rock climbing gym, and then
did you rock climb like on rocks before?
No, dude.
That
honestly, I got into it just because I really like the gym, and I love rock
full body
climbing
workout,
now.
dude. A lot of core.
Dude, I'm all core.
Yeah,
guy like me, shoulders to knees. I'm just one core muscle.
Crushing, dude.
You should see me do the worm. It's nuts.
Is that real?
Yeah, dude.
Oh my God, you can do the worm.
I can do the worm, dude.
Dude, God bless you. I can't do the
I'm all
worm.
core, dude.
I cannot do the worm.
It's all just like this.
Yeah, it's all core.
Yeah, rock climbing is it's cool, but the people that rock climb, I mean, some of them are just they're out there because you got to think your only real care is just going up as high as you can.
Yeah.
You have to have like a sense of abandon. Like that guy Alex Honnold in his in his movie.
Did you do the documentary?
Yeah, he did the documentary. Free Solo.
Oh, that him? Oh yeah.
Yeah, that guy. Remember,
Love
like
that
he was
dude.
talking like they were like, "What's gonna happen? Like, don't you like worry about like your girlfriend if like you die or something?"
Yeah.
And he's just like, "I don't know. I mean, I guess I have to do this though."
Am I tripping? Did he die?
No, he didn't die.
He didn't die yet?
No, he's still doing crazy.
Somebody
shit.
died. There was a dude that
Dude, we had a
died.
guy
Oh,
splat.
the Alpine guy died.
Yeah,
Alpinist.
the Alpinist.
That dude died.
We had a guy splat at our gym.
What?
Yeah.
Dead?
You know want to hear the craziest thing?
What?
Yeah.
He died at the gym?
Died.
What?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
I wasn't there, but they told me.
Holy shit.
And you know what the craziest thing is, man? It's always the people that have been rock climbing for like 30 years.
Yes, 100%.
And they just, you forgot to like literally finish your knot.
One. Yeah, it's one
and
thing.
You blew it.
That's crazy. Yeah, because you're so like, it's so like second nature that you just forget the one thing, and you trust that you didn't forget the thing because you've never.
Yeah, exactly.
The thing.
It's like, and you're going up the wall so quickly, and then you're like, I'm ready to come down, and then whoop.
That you guys called it. You call it a day at that point.
It's it.
Closed early.
Closed. Oh yeah.
Closed early.
All right, guys, our
Did you get on the mic like
ladies' night is canceled.
Yeah, right.
Sorry.
R.I.P. Al.
Yeah.
No, that's not
We're
you.
not doing any more yoga classes for the rest of the
Dude,
night.
that's tough. Tough break for the boy.
I did love doing the microphone at the rock.
Those are fun.
Because
Those seem fun.
Oh man, it was
Nickelback.
Yeah,
I
do Creed.
Oh, Creed. That's what
Dude, my managers hated it. Everybody at the gym loved it.
Yeah.
My managers would just be like, because my manager, is this guy from Puerto Rico, and he's just like, this shit fucking sucks.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dog,
Dude,
the whole point of rock climbing is to go higher.
Yeah.
I'm playing higher.
Yeah.
They get it.
And we're going to keep playing.
We're going to keep playing it over and over again. Dude. It's my sacrifice.
I'm still taking him back. I can't believe homie died at that thing. That's wild.
Dude,
Isn't it usually like soft landing?
I mean, you're 50 feet in the air.
My mom would be so upset if I died like that.
Yeah, I mean, it is kind of a bummer.
She'd be pretty pissed.
I mean, that's why I used to take the test, or not take the test, but give the test. So if you were like, hey, I'm trying to do some top roping today,
yeah,
I'd be like, all right, come on over here, and we'd have like the thing, and I'd tell you, all right, you need to tie in for me. So tie in as if you're about to climb.
Right.
Now I need you to belay for me, because the other thing is like people just belay other people, let them up, and I watch them doing it with like two hands, like with all their strength, which I'm like, dude,
no,
what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, we have this device here.
Right.
What are you, like, you're gonna this person's gonna splat. But if you don't I barely pass anybody, or like if I did pass them, I give them like a temporary, like a 1 day.
Yeah.
Just because I'm like, dude, I can't have blood on my hands
dude,
like that.
100%.
But like, you see plenty of like, and also I'm like, I'm not gonna sit there and like go through why you fucked it up. I'm just gonna be like, hey man, here's what you need to do better. Here's what you didn't do. But like, we'd have a lot of these like intense climbers. They'd be like, oh, for sure, bro. Here's the thing. Here's what I'm gonna have you do. Okay. Plus, you're just looking at someone's crotch for too long because you're just keep doing like this.
Right.
The amount of times I grabbed someone's thing and went, see how that tight that is? See, that's supposed to be tight like that.
Yeah, just grabbing the dick,
exactly.
dude.
I'm just grabbing some guy. I'm like making eye contact. Like,
that's
what it's supposed to be.
That's exciting, dude. First of all, also, I was thinking about you recently. As you put your hand towards my dick, you recently looked me in the eye and told me that pussy's overrated.
Yeah, dude, pussy is overrated.
Where you at with this stance?
Dude, I'm
one of my favorite positions anybody's taken in weeks.
I'm still hard on it. I'm hard on pussies. Overrated.
I'm big on pussy. I bought stock way back in the day, and I just keep reinvesting.
I'm not saying sell.
No, I'm not selling.
I'm just not saying buy right now.
Yeah. It's overrated right now?
Overrated right now. I will say this. I just think as a man at age 26, I see a lot of men my age constantly coming up to me talking about, like, let's go to this bar because they have girls. Hey, we got to go out. We got to meet some chicks. We're going to be unstoppable talking about blah, blah, blah. I'm like, dog, let's talk about, like, the 60 Minutes about fruit bats that I saw the other day.
I agree with that.
Let's talk about the Oasis talk. Like, let's talk about, like, I'm not saying we need to sit here and, discuss, like, healthcare and, like, the future of the country.
No.
But I'm saying, hey, let's talk more, like, not like, good hypotheticals. Let's say, like, would you rather have, like, a jet ski or, like, a dirt bike at the end of the world?
Oh, at the end of the world, jet ski.
Nah. Oh, yeah.
Because I think the water.
I don't know.
But with the dirt bike, you're probably going to be able to access oil and gas a little easier. Because once the jet ski runs out of fuel, I don't know where you're getting that.
Dude.
You're going to get that.
Also, the jet ski doesn't provide any sort of shade. Do you ever watch that show Survivor, man?
No.
There was a show that this is like precursor to Naked and Afraid. This is before when like they used to be like give the guy a shot.
Wait, is this not the Bear Grylls show?
No, so before Bear Grylls, because Bear Grylls like made it all look glamorous.
Yeah,
there was a guy on Discovery called Survivor, man.
I might have. I used to watch.
They didn't like have a camera crew with them. They just were like, here's the camera.
Yeah.
Like, and here, like they'd be like, here's a snowmobile. You're dropped off in the middle of the fucking Yukon.
Right.
Survive.
To build a fire, Jack London.
No. Exactly. And he like the guy was like a survivalist. So he would go through, he'd be like, all right, this is getting pretty hairy.
Yeah.
He's like, I only have like one more day to get to the vantage point, but here's how we're gonna start a fire. Like he would take he would take apart an entire snowmobile and then like show you how to like use it as shelter and like all this shit.
I mean, those type of people are crazy. I love that type of shit.
But think about this. We've had this incredible conversation about Survivor, man, and like survival tactics.
Yeah.
Not talking about pussy, are we?
Oh my God, no, dude. Also,
it's a waste of time, dude.
It definitely. I used to be. So I went to Arizona State. So we were all like, we would go hit this place called Mill Avenue.
I mean, dude, you must have been fucking hitting them away with a stick at Arizona
State.
We
were pushing them away. We said, we're talking about Liam and Noel right now.
You were talking about Liam and
Would
Noel.
you please back away?
We're talking about interfamilial relations.
It is funny, dude. I was a comedian there for 8 years, and we would always like, you'd go out and you're like, you definitely with the boys were like, all right, let's see what happens. Maybe try to do. But dude, we never prioritized getting chicks' numbers or anything like that. No. At the end of the night, it was always just us back at the spot on the back patio, ripping through YouTube clips that we all loved, singing the same songs that we've been singing the last 2-3 weeks on the patio, having full-form perspectives on Peter Gabriel's Genesis and Phil Collins' Genesis. And it's like, I don't know, dude. I think Phil elevated the band. And but PG solo, you can't really fuck with that. So, like, you know, it's definitely shit like that we never prioritized. People always be like, you're putting pussy on a pedestal. I was like, I wasn't even on like the rankings some nights. We were just going to go get fucked up with the boys, have some fucking laughs, make fun of whoever got the drunkest, and call on the back patio. Somebody's going to smoke a bunch of heaters. You're probably going to get into a fight over something that like happened 5 years ago.
It's the best.
It's great. Yeah.
It's way more fun.
Especially
because you're just not burdened by like, what is this stranger that I just met thinking about me?
Yeah.
Like, I think when you go out with the sole purpose of getting ass, more often than not, you don't get ass.
100%.
You know?
We were never like that. And it's funny thinking back on it. If I focused on it, I could have had like more fun interactions in my like 20s and shit like that. But I don't know. We had a good fucking time.
We had a good time.
Yeah.
I just want to hang with the boys.
We never brought chicks back or nothing. It was like
shit.
It's like 8 dudes just with unchecked white aggression, just talking shit and just like, let's go.
Dude, that drywall was shaking every night, waiting, right? just being like, please, God.
Dude, we were ripping pong, fucking, it was good times.
And it sounds lame, but it's like, I don't know, I just feel like all that stuff comes in time, and like, especially now as like comedians, I'm like, the amount of like, we meet girls after shows.
No, I never.
I mean, I'll meet a girl after a show, or I'll be like, or I'll meet somebody. Like, it's just gotta happen.
You never want to chase.
Yeah, and I just feel like more often than not, like I talk to girls at bars where like I can't hear people. Dude, Notorious. I think I have sensitive ears. I walked out of Oppenheimer. It was too loud.
Oppenheimer was very loud.
Dude, it was too loud.
That was extremely loud.
I walked out of it.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't do this.
Yeah.
Dude, no.
You didn't watch the whole movie?
Dude, it was the antithesis of everything that I'm talking about right now. Right. Hit with a Florence Pugh fucking dick grinding scene 10 minutes in, and then it was ultimately too loud.
That was pretty fun.
I was like, the fuck is going on right now?
Also, she jumped off my boy's dick and just started reading novels on the fucking wall. That was crazy.
I feel like that's her as a person in real life.
I didn't even know who she is. And I was like, oh, she's like a really famous person.
Very famous,
right?
dude.
I didn't know that was her. I never connected that.
I always thought it was Florence Pug.
Yeah. She's got a couple of extra LBs on her, and I actually like that.
Definitely,
I thought she looked great in the film. She's not like, she doesn't keep it tight. I like that.
I was just pissed. I was like, what? I thought we were talking about science here, not magic.
Oh, dude, Oppenheimer was like, fucking
I thought this was
throw
science.
It down, dude.
I thought this was
Oppenheimer
science,
was banging a bunch of broads.
Yeah, not this fucking fairy tale shit that scientists get ass.
But he definitely didn't prioritize the pussy though. He's prioritizing these formulas. Pussy came.
The pussy came to him.
Pussy came. That is the right attitude.
Especially if you're already married.
Yeah, 100%. In the 40s, dude. There's no paper trail, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
What, are you going to check my IG DMs? You kidding me?
You're going to fucking DNA test this kid?
What are you doing?
All right. Just be happy it's not ginger.
He had a nice run, Oppenheimer.
Yeah, I don't know. I really do think it's just overrated, especially like I think
Pussy's overrated.
I just think it's like kids and then also like
But you know what's not overrated? The love of a woman.
That's so underrated.
Let's dive in.
I am.
You know what I'm saying that's what you need. You don't need
I'm bullish on love. I'm bearish on eating ass.
You don't eat ass?
No, I mean just like hookups.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to.
Oh yeah, because I was
exaggerate.
Like, I'll eat ass.
Yeah, exactly. I like how you whispered that too.
Yeah, I'll eat ass. I'll eat ass. I'm not above that.
Dude,
if you just down, it's like you never do it after like a couple of Bud Lights, but like if you're fucking sneaking some Jaeger in there or some ripping shots, all of a sudden it's the end of the night. It's like
the only time I ate ass was in Fort Lauderdale, Florida on spring break. Was this girl that I went to school with, and then
special bro.
I also no, she wasn't, but she was cool. I mean, shout out to Erin.
Nice.
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 But I also felt bad because encouraged her to take a scooter back with me.
Like a bird?
Yeah, but she had her own, which was like, you can't. I've learned this, like, you can't really let the women take their own scooters back. You kind of have to be like right there. You have to like either take it together with them.
Yeah.
You can't be like, follow me. Because when I tell you
on the crunk tip too,
dude, I watched this girl off the curb, 90-degree angle.
Oh no! Well, because she's trying to keep up with you, and you're all the way at 18 miles per hour.
Yeah,
MPH,
exactly.
dude. We're trying to see. Can it hit 19? I bet down a hill we can.
Bro, I was jumping off curbs. I was already. I mean, yeah, I just watched. And the worst part is, at a situation like that,
jumping off curbs.
You can't like pick them up and not be like. I'm like smiling, like, "Are you okay?"
Yeah, that was
the funniest
awesome.
thing I've ever
Yeah,
seen.
she's got just skid marks.
Yeah.
But before that happened, you ate her butthole.
No, after.
Oh,
So that's.
You ate her butt after?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a nice thing.
Exactly.
She deserved
it
that.
felt like she earned it.
Yeah, she did earn that. That's nice.
It was nice. That's Fort Lauderdale, baby. Only in Fort Lauderdale would I don't think I'd ever.
Are you a Florida guy? I feel like you're a guy that enjoys Florida.
My guy. I loved Fort Lauderdale.
I hate well, no, I actually like Tampa.
Yeah, but
Tampa's cool.
Fort
Miami,
Lauderdale.
I had a good time in Miami recently, but
I just remember that was like the only spring break. Like I loved that spring break. Like,
Fort Lauderdale.
Fort Lauderdale.
Oh, that was where you guys went?
At the Elbow Room, Fort Lauderdale.
So at ASU, we would go to Rocky Point.
Oh, it's
we went down to Mexico.
It's already spring
Mexico
break
was
every day.
Yeah. Arizona State was always fun, and then but like we went to Rocky Point. It was just reckless.
Reckless, dude.
It was one time my buddy, I went down there with my best friend Sam, and we're all fucked up, and ASU and U of A were the big schools that would go down to Rocky Point, and we're at this club as we call them. We're at club. So we're club mode, and Sam is not at ASU or U of A. He actually went to IU. He's an Indiana guy.
Okay.
And for some
they
reason,
still party though.
Oh, they get after it.
It kind of like a more like sad way.
No,
it's very cold.
It's very fun. I've had a good time at a lot of Big Ten schools. They know what they're doing, but they have to drink.
Right.
They drink just to feel.
They need it.
Yeah, exactly. At ASU, it's like we don't got to do nothing. I could not drink. It's still gonna be 80 degrees tomorrow.
Right.
We're middle of the club, and some dude like says some shit about IU. He defends himself. All of a sudden, it is escalating in the middle of this club in Rocky Point, Mexico. Fucking coming to a head. Like they're literally about to swing on each other. So much so that the dude's like, "Fuck you! I'm coming back. I'm bringing my boy." And then Sam comes and grabs me.
Oh no!
Sam comes and grabs me, and then all of a sudden we're like, "Dude, we got to fight these dudes." Like, I'm not trying to fight anybody. I'm not a dude that's trying to squabble too much. And so. But either way, like, your homie's there. He's like, all right, what the fuck? So we're sitting there in the middle of the thing. This dude comes back. He comes back with his homie. The dude that he brings back, we all went to high school together in Cincinnati, Ohio. It's Cue Ball. And we're like, Cue Ball, what the fuck? You're the dude's homie? And it's like, what? He's coming in ready to fight. Cue Ball would have knocked us all out by himself.
Cue Ball.
Dude. And that was the craziest Rocky Point story we had. It was like, what the fuck's going on? Then we're all in the middle of the club. This dude feels like an idiot because he just tried to fight his homies. And Rocky Point, dude.
Dude, shout out to Cue Ball.
Dude, Cue Ball, he's a doctor
generous.
now. Doctor, he's a NASA scientist.
No way.
He's studying the atmosphere and not just the hip-hop group. Crazy, dude. Dude, he is literally...
Shout out to Cue Ball.
Cue Ball's a legend, dude. Mason Quick.
He always got guys like that. Like, we got this guy back home called Treats.
Treats? That's a good name.
Yeah, you know why?
Huh.
He's got treats.
Yeah, like what? Like drugs?
Yes.
Oh, okay, nice. Treats is a good name.
You need a Treats. Like, I talk about, like, my boys. Like, there's, like, Greeny, Curly, Turner. I have another Turner.
Last name?
Last name Turner.
Yeah. Anybody with the last name Turner is Turner.
Yeah, Turner. Ole, Fat Mark, Sizz, McD.
Amazing.
I mean, these are just like, I'm just rattling these off, but like these are like kind of like the main boys, like J Babes.
Like,
it doesn't make any sense, but I like these names. But
we had ASU had a couple. Dude, we had my brother was JT Lethal. Our buddy was The Business.
The Business.
And they had a group called Lethal Business. They had actually a couple of tracks they put down. I was like, this could be something. And one of them was called "What's Your Girth Worth," which I think should still be a song that somebody.
That's
sings.
fucking.
What is your girth worth? I bet you if I hit your girl up, I can make her squirt first.
Dude,
what's your girth worth, dude? Yeah, that's upper echelon stuff.
What's your girth worth?
But then my homie's name is Ox. We had an Ox. We had it was some good. Cue ball was a good one.
I mean, you got to know growing up, like if you're a big guy, you're just like someone's gonna name me Big something or like an animal that's big.
Yeah,
like moose.
I had a guy I worked with. This is not even a bullshit, like no exaggeration. We called him Rusty. His name was Rusty, and I started calling him Rusty Trombone. And so I would call him the trombone. I'd call him the bone. I'd go up to him and be like, burr, burr, burr. Rusty Trombone, dude. So I called him this for years. I worked at the TGI Fridays at Chase Field in the Diamondbacks left field. It was a great job for every summer for like 4 years. They were actually pretty good. Dan Herron was on the team, Brandon Webb. Nice squad.
Sounds like a good
couple
squad.
wild card wins. They actually went to the NL the championship series, lost to the Rockies. Remember the Rockies went to the World Series? Yeah. So that year. Either way, I'm
spanked by the Sox.
I'm in left field just serving the boys up all the Bud Light they want when they came through. This dude, Rusty, called him Rusty Trombone. He's had to have been his nickname for me for like at least 2 seasons, maybe 3. And finally, somebody was like, "What's a rusty trombone?" And he was like, "What do you mean, what's a rusty trombone?" And I was like, "You don't know what a rusty trombone is?" He was like, "No." And I was like, "Oh, I've been calling you rusty trombone for 3 years. It's very funny." I literally got to watch him. I got to watch him Urban Dictionary rusty trombone in front of me, and he's like, "Dude, what the fuck, dude? You've been calling me a rusty trombone?" It's like it's the act of giving some dude a hand job while your mouth is on their anus in the back. I'm like, "Yeah, dude, that's a rusty trombone, dude. That's you, bud. Now go get me a Bud Light, dude." Because table 82 is fucking chirping for him, bro. Dude, that was fun.
That must have been fun just watching his face.
Oh.
You're like expecting a smile.
Dude, yeah.
And just goes.
I was like, I wonder how this is going to go, dude.
Yeah.
He didn't know what a rusty trombone is this whole time.
Oh, I thought you would really enjoy that.
Shout out to Rusty Trombone. Good dude. Haven't seen him in years. He's probably impregnated the wrong girl by now.
Shout out. Or maybe he's also working at the NASA Space Center.
He could be. No. Probably not.
Maybe they're just launching him up in the space.
I don't think he wasn't playing with a full deck.
He wasn't playing with a full
missing his Jackson 10s. You know what I mean? I don't know if he's getting there.
That's a great phrase. I had a pretty good spring break stories. Like I was in Fort Lauderdale.
Okay.
I had a buddy that played for the Florida Panthers at the time.
Oh, nice.
Or not the Ottawa Senators.
Okay.
The Ottawa Senators, but they played the Florida Panthers.
Okay.
And they play in Fort Lauderdale. So I'm like, "Yo, dude, I'm at America's backyard." He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Dude, come over to where we are."
Yeah.
So I go across the street to the club. The entire team's there having a night out.
Okay.
And like I'm taking like
and
shots.
these guys get after it.
They get after
hockey boy. Like you were amateur hockey, but these professional hockey players,
they go nuts.
Are monsters.
Yeah. Well, I mean, dude, they're all built like me, only bigger, dude, and then like less body fat. And like
these are like I got to meet and hang with Shane Doan for a little bit.
Oh yeah,
I could text him right now. But but I ended up like meeting a couple of the hockey guys through that. Those guys are large.
They are huge.
Yeah,
they go after. They get after.
So you're linking with the Senators.
I'm linking with the Senators. My buddy, who's actually now ironically on the Panthers, but
oh nice. That's a good squad.
They were a great squad this year.
Yeah.
I'm taking shots out of this girl's tits, like big night. And
Fort Lauderdale.
And then he goes, "Dude, we're going to Miami. You coming?" I'm like, "Yes." Mind you, I'm wearing jorts and a multicolored polo, flip-flops.
Are you with the squad?
And I'm like, "Let's go."
Yeah, let's go.
And we get in the car. I'm like trying to speak Spanish to the to the Uber driver.
Sure.
30 minutes down, and like my buddy Whitey's like, "He doesn't know what you're saying, Flinny." I'm like, "No, I lived in Madrid, dude. I know what I'm doing."
Traditional Spanish.
Yeah, I speak the King's Spanish.
Yeah, exactly. A little lisp in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we get to Live Nightclub Miami. And I'm like, "Dude, I'm with," we go to the front. I'm like, "I'm with them." And like Colin's like, "Yeah, he's with me." And they go, "We obviously can't let you in."
Jorts.
He's like, "You're wearing," he's like, "Look at your outfit." And and then my buddy Whitey's like, "Sorry, dude.
That is tough.
See, man, like just hang out. We'll come get you after." I'm like, "Oh, word." So I'm just literally like in the lobby of Live nightclub or whatever the hotel is, like hanging out with these dudes from Michigan.
Yep.
And then next thing you know, I'm in their hotel room playing beer pong, like hanging out.
Dating one of them long term.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, right.
I'm just so banged up at that point.
Oh, yeah.
Where I had already shook hands with Damon from Shark Tank as I was leaving the hotel lobby. Yeah,
that's big.
It's very cool. I just went, "Hi, Damon." He goes, "Hi." I'm like, "Yeah."
Yeah, that checks out.
That's about it.
Yeah.
That's all I needed to know.
I've definitely been – I wear nothing but Puma sweatpants nowadays, so I don't get in a lot of clubs, which is nice.
Yeah.
I do it, but I do it intentionally. I don't want to be in clubs anymore.
But I was like, this is it.
That would have been fun.
In the club.
You fucked that one up.
I fucked it up.
Yeah.
That would have been really – that would have been like – it was my prime club years of being like, this would be very cool. And then I was in there. I mean, who knows who I would have seen in Live Nightclub Miami. You
live and you learn.
And you know what? I think they probably should have had. I would have been like the mascot of the club.
Oh, you would have probably had ownership stocks with Drame. What was his name? Damon.
Damon.
Yeah, he would. He was like, dude, this
guy has
owner.
spunk.
Yeah, exactly. This guy. This is
our
new logo.
He goes up. You don't really care what people think, do you? And I'm like, I care a lot.
Yeah. It's actually, I think about that all the time.
But like, cut to, we go back at like 5, 6 in the morning to the hotel room.
You link back up with the Senators?
Well, yeah, he was like, we're leaving. And like, we got the Uber back.
That's amazing.
To Fort Lauderdale. And I get in like the hotel room and I'm like, the fuck is going on? Like, everyone's just still asleep. And I'm like, dude, this was the craziest shit ever. We're at breakfast and I'm like, why didn't you guys, I'm talking to the girls. I'm like, why didn't you guys come and fucking hang out with us? Like, I could have gotten you hooked up with some fucking NHL hockey players.
Yeah.
She's like, you said you were hanging out with the Ottawa Senators. I'm like, yeah. She's like, I thought you were with like Canadian politicians.
Oh, no. I mean, out of context, these chicks have no idea.
No idea, dude. I was like, what?
Yeah.
I was like, oh, you fucking idiots.
That's very funny.
Yeah.
That's a tough break all around. You could have had the girls, and you could have gotten into this club if you just planned better.
If I had planned it all. I mean, I just kind of fly by the seat of my pants most days.
And that's why pussy's overrated.
That's exactly why, dude. I would have been in Live Nightclub Miami just getting an over-the-pants hand job with my denim on.
If you put the pussy on a pedestal, you could have figured it out.
Just, it's overrated. All I'm saying is just properly rate your pussy, okay?
Yeah, exactly.
That's all I'm saying.
Don't underrate it.
All right.
Just rate your pussy properly.
Just check it out. Be like Mel Kiper. What's the strength of schedule?
Yeah,
okay?
exactly.
What's the pussy strength of schedule?
Honestly, it's better off the edge than in the interior.
It's better off the edge than in the interior.
Oh, my God.
I mean, am I wrong?
No.
I don't think I'm wrong.
You're not wrong. You're years ahead of where you should be at this age.
Right.
I'm proud of you.
I don't know. Like, I'm here.
I'm proud of you.
I'm here in L.A., man. I have to prioritize.
Welcome to L.A.
Stand-up.
His is a great city to not prioritize pussy. Do your shit. Be great at comedy, and all of it'll come. And that's a double entendre. But also, if you know anything about us after an hour listening to us, we ain't making anybody. Come on now.
Come on.
I'll put a tongue in your butthole, but that's about it. Tongue punch that thing?
Especially in Fort Lauderdale.
Come on now.
Come on now.
All right, well, this has been fun, dude. Al Flynn. Big Al Flynn. Fuck with him. Where can they find all your shit?
Just
IG?
on Instagram. It's at Big Al Flynn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the man. It's the future. Trust in the process.
Trust the process.
Fuck with your boy, Turner Comedy. I announced the tour. Fucking buy those tickets. I'm in Atlanta next week, and then I'm in D.C.
Whew.
I'm in every city that the Cincinnati Bengals are playing a road game in.
Yo.
Lock in.
Locked in.
Lock in, dude.
Lock in.
17-0. Let's fucking go, boys.
Let's go.
I'll see you out there. We're taking the jungle everywhere, bitches. But yeah, appreciate you, brother. Good
Appreciate
shit always,
you too.
man. Oh, let's go. Fucking the boys, dude. The boys are buzzing, baby.
Boys fucking buzz today.
Let's go. Peace out.